speaker this morning is Rafael, who's going to tell us all about ADU.
Good morning, guys. Morning. Welcome, guests. My name is Rafael Pozas. I'm a second generation builder, real estate developer, and general contractor. 30 years experience in construction and real estate. And a few years ago, I moved with my family to California and researching what was going on here, real estate and construction. I found out about accessory dwelling units. Okay, get rid of this. All right. And I create Plus Home because basically the state, the ADU laws is a state law, and basically the state gave the homeowners the task to supply the housing inventory, as you all know, shortage of housing here in California. But the thing is, the homeowners, they're not builders. They don't know how to do it. And they're busy with their work and their life. So I create Plus Home to help the homeowners to build the ADUs. I'm going to present today, based on what we did last week and Paul and Joanna did last week. I'm going to present today a case about one of the ADUs that I built in Fullerton. And then I'll because most of the guys that build with me are in this room, I'll ask some of you to speak about the experience, just a quick comments about what happened. And so we do more dynamic and less boring presentation. Okay. All right. This is the case. Sorry, Jeffrey. This is, can you see that?
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is the above garage ADU. Basically, there was a detached garage in the back of the house. And my clients, they want to build on top of it. And the first meeting we had, the couple told me, we want to build an ADU, but also we want a balcony because we want to watch the Disneyland fireworks from our balcony. And I say, oh, fantastic, let's do that. But end up that in the balcony thing, because of the Edison cables, was the most challenging thing that we did during the construction. And I'll show you real quick what happened. So 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 539 square feet, plus the exterior stairways, around 70, and the balcony, around 170 something. Totally roughly 700 and something. Location Fullerton. The investment was $250,000, but because we had to demo basically all the garage to reinforce and support the house on top of it. So basically, when we did that, the clients decided to improve what they have downstairs, which is the music studio and the garage. So we basically rebuilt from scratch, and which turned out to be nice. So they expand extra. They did not expect. And because of that, it took a little more than we expect, because we had to replan things along the way during the construction, which is not ideally when you do these small jobs. This is the property and the backyard with the alley, which is I totally recommend if you're a real estate investors who wants to buy properties to add ADUs, find out properties with an alley so you can face the houses to different sides and give more privacy for the tenants. And this is the case. This is the garage right when we start with the demolition. And this is when we're doing the footings, like I just said, to reinforce and support the unit on top. You want to do some comments on that, Pierre? No? Yeah, when we do garage conversions, which is not the case, the city and the engineers required to do some sort of reinforcement with the new footings. But this is not the case. Again, we're building a structure on top of it, so we really need to do something there. And this is
those footings have to go for 2 stories.
24 inches underneath the underpinning.
and the picture on the left is for the balcony that support the balcony upstairs and the addition. Yeah. The framing we did the stairs, exterior stairs. This is when we did the stucco.
Big is the easement from the alley to the wall?
You're saying from the alley to the wall?
Into the house, the structure.
What off?
5.
You know, it's 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally, about ADU laws, they did a couple of amendments to facilitate the process. If you go up to 800 square feet, you could do 4 feet, rear and side setbacks. But if you go beyond that, you have to follow the local standards, which is city by city. Most of the cities, the rear setback is 5, most of it. But you have to check with the city planner what you have to do.
But that changed after we did it.
Yeah.
Question. It looks like the upstairs is cantilevered over the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
So the easement, is it to the bottom floor or to the overhanging floor?
The overhanging.
Okay.
There's a provision in the code where if there's an alley behind a house, then the building department will often take the center line of the alley as the assumed property line. So here's some additional.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
That's good.
There's a lot that we don't see in construction, which is, the setbacks and lot coverage, all that kind of stuff. And I think one thing that's kind of important here is that so many customers, homeowners see a garage conversion as like, well, the walls are already there and the roof is already there. This is going to cost next to nothing. And you can see you not only almost built a completely new structure, but you've had to carefully, surgically address an existing structure.
Correct.
That takes a lot of effort.
Correct.
It's even more complicated.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And then you have to work with the reverse the expectation.
That's right.
Right. That's the
Even harder.
challenge. Very challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you can see, you see the cables, Edison cables over here, right on top of the balcony. That's the one that we had to change from overhead to underground, and that was super challenge. I'll show you. That's before and after the backyard. That's the this is turned out to be the music studio here. You see the French door here to this area, and this is the garage. And because we built the exterior stairs, we create a very nice storage room for the house. So basically, downstairs belongs to the homeowner, and the ADU, there's no connection from the ADU to the property, so the ADU is only for the tenants. So they kept that the space for them, and the tenants are upstairs. This is the day. We're almost done with the construction, and then we have to relocate the overhead cables to underground, but at the same time updating the panel. That was a work. You see the first picture. We had to replace the panel how do you call, Johnny, when it's inside
Flush mount.
yeah, to surface mount?
Yeah.
That's what we had to do first, to see that. And then we had to put the plywood, we have to waterproof, and then all in the same day, because Edson needs to disconnect like 9 a.m. in the morning, 8 a.m. in the morning, Edson arrives, disconnect, and then we start work. And that's basically the work that we did. And also we need an inspection from the city to give the blessing on the work, and then call Edson to reconnect. So stucco guys, electrician, what else? Pierre's guys were there helping, Edison and the city, all together. And Johnny, you wanna talk a little bit about what happened?
I would say this, every time we do a panel change out, it's a symphony, right? So you gotta get the permitting, you gotta get the disconnect in the morning. When we do it, we try to make sure that there's no loss of power overnight. So there's a disconnect in the morning, electricians go in, do their thing, then you have to get an inspection mid-afternoon, early afternoon. Once you get the inspection, then you have to call the city, Edison back, say, we got an inspection, can you turn it back on? So it's just this whole symphony. I think this day, it was even more so. I think we might have had 5 guys on site that day just to make sure there was some scheduling conflicts. It was maybe during a holiday or something.
Yeah, no, Johnny said, don't schedule for Friday, please. And I said, okay. And I asked the homeowner, what time is you can do it? Fridays, we can do Fridays. Okay, that's perfect. Good start. And that's exactly what happened. I said, Johnny, we have to do it, man. And then Johnny said, okay, we make it work.
We have to tie into a pole 50 feet away from the property.
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny thing that the inspector needs to approve the service, but he arrived. The inspectors never say exact time they're gonna arrive. And I was praying, don't come now. And look, the guys say, come on, guys, come on. And then the inspector arrived before they finished the work. I said, I can't do anything. And then out of a sudden, I was speaking with the inspector, all ASL electric, all the guys behind me to support me, to put pressure. And the inspector, please approve it. Okay, guys, I'll take care. Don't worry. And then, like I said, no, if you pay an extra inspection, I can come back later. So I paid $300 for the guy come back 2 hours later. And it's part of the service of the city. I had to do all online. But anyway, that was, we did it. And at the end of the day, Edson guy was climbing the pole to connect the cables. And we turned on the lights, and I got a call from my clients, super happy with the lights, and this is very reward. And again, this is an example of a teamwork, right? Everybody put their efforts on a Friday, and we made it happen. One of the most important things when we do an ADU project is integrate the ADU with the house. A lot of people, and I don't have nothing against prefab ADUs, but sometimes you have limitation when you buy those prefabs, because you can't match the existing house unless you transform the existing house in the same design of the prefab, but then it costs a lot more. So because we're adding value to the property. And one of the things that you can, I'll share with you, this is what I think. We have a lot of ADUs, more and more. Imagine 10 years from now, how many ADUs we have in California. The properties we have more comps. So the better you do your property, more advantage you have in the future, because people will start to compare properties with ADUs, how they are integrate, and privacy, space for the ADU, and we have a different time of living. They call small communities because there's more people under the same property. So a good, and based on that, I always try to, you know, see how can we match the ADU with the house in a way that people will arrive there as guests, say, oh, this is nice. I barely noticed there's a new house here. So cool. So one of the things we do, and in this case, okay, I call Pierre and I say, Pierre, we need to do the landscape and we need to make something that integrate one house with the other. And then Pierre sent me design by hand with his idea. Like, this is what I think. And the design that he did it exactly the way you're seeing. So, and I took a picture from the top. So you guys don't know where one start and the other, right? So these are small details that I think is very important for ADU projects. This is the exterior stairs, and this is the backyard. You notice two condensers downstairs because like I said, the first story belongs to the homeowner, and they don't wanna they wanna separate the bills. So we had to put one condenser for the mini splits downstairs and another condenser for the ADU. There's no way to use, we could use one, but it has to be the same bill. And this is the living room, the interior, the vinyl flooring. We had a thing that happened, Sharon, right? Because we built the flooring and we didn't have electricity there. And it took some time because of the Edison thing that we postponed to get the trenching done and to get all the work done. It happened that the flooring install, please, could you explain what happened?
So as you can see, there's no window coverings on there, and plus there's no climate control in the unit. So the heat on a vinyl click and lock flooring the click and lock system is not strong at all. So any type of heat or moisture, you start to have it popping and so forth. So we had to, once they got it all climate controlled and window coverings on there, then we ordered a couple more cartons and we pulled things back.
Yeah, that was two. I got a call from my client with two blue tapes pointing only two spots that the flooring pop up, and then Sharon immediately had to order. That took a little more time, but ordered the material and then redo, and then they're super nice.
And that's why we keep it climate controlled in here for stuff that we store in here as well. That way, when we get out to somebody's property, we don't have to worry it's already been climate controlled and everything like that. So we have to be really careful with different types of flooring.
Yeah. This is the other angle, looking from the balcony to the kitchen, the entrance. And this is Sharon's son's cabinets, countertops. There's a washer and dryer there. There's one unit that do both, not stacked. What? Yeah. I have to. The lack of details of the photographer. This is one thing, especially for real estate investors. If you nowadays, correct me if I'm wrong, Sharon, but tile it's been super expensive. So if you can save money, if you want to save money in a bathroom with this quality waterproofing vinyls, I definitely recommend to do vinyl waterproofing and these acrylic bathtubs. I know it's not the best thing, but you can save a lot of money, and you will rent out the unit. If you do for yourself and you need more, you want to do some sort of customization, higher end thing, I would go that direction. But for business, you can save money with that, definitely. There's other things that you can lower the cost of the ADU without hurting the quality. And that's what we do when we break down all the proposal. We immediately mention some of the areas that room to lower the cost. And definitely this is one of them. This is the bedroom. Balcony. And the area they create in front of the music room. There's a wood gate that when the photographer did his work wasn't installed yet, but there's a wood gate in that opening space.
So that's the owner's area there?
Yeah. The right picture, the left is the balcony already without the Edison cables, as you notice. And this is a before and after 3 picture that I like. This is when we start. And this is what happened with the structure. And this is the final result.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. These are my clients. I got just share 2 comments here. I got a Thanksgiving message. Thanks, Rafael. Happy Thanksgiving. We are so thankful for you and our beautiful ADU. And then this Sunday, I was with my family in Los Angeles, and say, hey, Rafael, just wanted to know that we have tenants in our ADU. They are a nice young couple, and they absolutely love the apartment. Just move in yesterday. And there's a small comment. There does seem to be a problem with one of the outlets. There was not one of the outlets wasn't working. And then I say, great news. I'll have electrician Monday. This was Saturday. And the electrician did go on Monday morning. I called Johnny. Johnny, could you help me out? Sure, right away. He couldn't talk with the tenants, the ones in charge of the house. But just to give you an idea, how important it is when you do a project like that to have a crew that support before, during, and after construction. Thanks, buddy. All right, this is it. Any questions?
You said, excuse me, you said that one of the reasons put the balcony in was so they could see the fireworks at Disneyland. Can you see them? I can see a picture of the fireworks.
They did see it and send a text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
They're a super nice couple, and this is how this is how I survive. Let's put it that way. If my clients are happy, it's one thing. If you guys, I think all of them, Aaron also, if you want to say something about the incredible job you did that, but if you guys happy and my clients are happy, and then the way I keep in business, and that's what I do. I coordinate all that. Client, you guys, and that's my job. That's what I do. Sometimes there's problems.
We're very proud to be a part of this project, and that's testament to Rafael and utilizing all the BTN members for this project. It's great testament to BTN, yeah. And it's not being a painter. We're really tuned in. We get to see finish and finished electrical, the finished plumbing, the finished. You got the rough. Yeah. But when the finish comes, it all comes together to be able to see the end result, and from concept to finish.
Yeah. That's it.